Hi, Royal Babe, we are live. I don't know, have you heard of the recent case of our wait, let me make sure the mic is on. Have you heard of the recent case of Bonnie Blue who slept with 1,000 men? It's like these OF creators, they always find ways to one up themselves. Wait, sorry. They always find ways to, come over themselves. So because Lily Phillips did, oh, sorry guys, it's just, I don't know what's happening.
I am going to do a world record of 1,000 men in 20.
We've had 1,000 men's inside.
I am going to do a world record of 1,000 men in 20.
We've had 1,000 men's inside of you today.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't need a wheelchair. Like I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had. But it's been fun.
But any messages to the people that joined today that you want to say hi?
Just thank you. Like honestly, thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for you turning up, putting your inside of me, like I wouldn't have any of this whatsoever. Like, and it really has changed my life. And hopefully, I can.
Oh my gosh, guys, what happened to Shane? Thank you to the 1,000 people. So basically, this is her talking about the experience, right? It has happened. So this is her talking about the experience, and she's like, "Oh, I'm thankful. Thank you to the 1,000 people because if it's not you, I wouldn't have this." Like she has achieved some magnificent thing. But yeah, the magnificent thing is 1,000 men. It's not even 1,000. It's 1,057 men. 1,057 men doing that to her, and she's thanking them.
Continue pleasuring you.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
And oh wait, so these are the men, right? These are the legs of the men. Like how is he naked? I'm not even sure. Like how
A
can you be
father
in
and son at the
line?
same time.
Yeah.
What's this word? Well, how can you be in line, right? Going to because like you are so happy, you are keen, you're going to sleep with this girl. And is that something to be proud of? Like what happened to Shane? Seriously, wow. This is what somebody said, right? Bonnie Blue is a succubus. There's absolutely no other explanation. Exactly, guys. Because a succubus is like a female demon, or she has been possessed, or something. Like, this is not normal. Like, this is not normal. And we are going to talk about some causes, right, that this could happen. And if you want to know more about the psychology of these kind of women, watch my Lily Phillips video. So basically, like things like this, for her, I really feel like trauma. And she has dissociated because when you look at her, it's like she has no soul. It's like the soul has just like there's nothing in her eyes. There's nothing there. And the eyes are the windows to the soul, the Bible tells us. So you can tell that nah, she's not okay. So trauma like sexual abuse, neglect, or emotional trauma could cause this kind of thing. And here I believe it could be sexual abuse because they result in hypersexual behavior like this. But even for normal abuse or trauma, this is way too much. So it's not just her. She definitely has demons. It's like so Mary Magdalene, right, in the Bible, she's thought to have had 7 demons come out of her, and she's thought to have been a prostitute. It's not in the Bible like that, but she's thought to have been a prostitute because of the amount of demons that were casted out of her. And I believe it's the same for her. That she definitely is there's definitely demonic activity going on because this is not normal. And you will see, we will see her with Lily Phillips, and you will see that the difference between a human, right, that has still been through trauma and this woman who is basically, she has been taken over. Like, it's not even her anymore. She's completely dissociated. It's crazy. And I know that a lot of them also do this for shock value. Like, oh, I'm doing this because they are competing at this rate. The more shocking it is, the more money and the more people talk about them. So it has come even to a point that it's not even shocking anymore. And I spoke about it on my Smash or Pass video, that people have taken these kind of content so far that, like, it's like you've seen it all. Like, what can you do again that will shock me? And now 1,000, really 1,000 men. So she was talking to this man. I don't know if it's an interview or whatever. And she was talking about, yes, she will do both a father and a son.
Yes, yeah. I think that's brilliant. Take me from both ends.
Do you think it's okay that men cheat on their wives with you?
100%. Because women are lazy.
Boys and husbands, if you've got a spare 2 minutes today or 5 minutes, or depending on how long you last, sneak away from your wife and come and meet me near 73 New Cavendish Street, because I am heading there now and I'm going to be there from 1 p.m. till 1 a.m.
Have you slept with a father and son at the same time?
So the men should basically sneak away, right, from their wives, and they should come and meet her. How disgusting is that? Like, what? So imagine being with a man that is doing this. Imagine the spirits that would, le- because let's read what this person said. Just the thought of marrying someone who was in line with all these men, bro, that makes me want to stay single forever. It's so sickening, guys. Like, it's so scary because it's 1,000 men, 1,057 men. Have you even seen 1,000 people in your whole life before? And this is what is happening. So then imagine you could meet any one of them and you not even know who it is. So that's why, guys, we have to pray over our relationships, over our friendships, because this is actually insane. But trust me, not all men are like this. So you shouldn't be scared, girls and guys. But this is so insane. Like, she's basically encouraging the people to cheat on their wives and their husbands. And Hebrews 13 verse 4 says that marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed should be kept pure. For God will judge both the adulterer and the immoral, the sexually immoral. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm doing this, only God can judge me. Well, God is judging you. He is. Because what is this? How insane is this? Like, guys, please put down in the comments below how you feel about this, because this is mind blowing. It's so disgusting and it's so insane. Like, I feel for her, and I also feel for the men that are doing this, and the other women that they are going to be infecting with those spirits and those energies that they've gotten from this woman. Because sex is not just physical. I've said it in so many of my videos, guys. And subscribe so you can know more. But sex is not just physical. So don't just go into sex thinking, oh, it's just going to be a one-time physical thing and you are done. Because it's not. You're going to be carrying this with you all throughout your life until you get deliverance or something. And this is what somebody said. Yeah. They said that they can't even think of marrying. Somebody else said this. This is totally disgusting. And didn't Lily Phillips also want to do the 1,000? They both know each other and made content together, as I know. I wouldn't be surprised if they are competitors now. And if she did it to break the record before Lily Phillips does, yeah. Just imagine if that results into beef with these two OnlyFans stars. It will be ridiculous. Beef between such people for this reason. Imagine having beef for this reason. what? What beef over who can take the most men? Like, it's crazy. It was a time that women were fighting to not only be seen as an object or something to be used and done for men's pleasure, but now they are competing for that title. Like the Oga Pata Pata. How mad is that? How sickening is that? Guys, put something in the comments below because I can't be the only one sharing this thought. Like, this is so insane to me now. Let's continue with it.
Yes, yeah. I think that's brilliant. Like, to have that much of a good relationship with your son, or, you know, for the son to have that much of a good connection with their dad, I think it's fantastic. Too many people, especially 18-year-olds, I know when I was at school, would argue with their dads or wouldn't have a good relationship with them. I think to have that much of a good relationship that you can come with your dad to sleep with me is fantastic.
I think the father needs his head kicked in for that.
No,
Exactly.
definitely not.
Yeah, I know you think that, but I think that is one of the most outrageous things I've ever heard.
The dad is just a guy himself. And if he wants to be pleasured and have fun in the bedroom, he deserves that as well. So
With his son.
With his son. Okay, so let's pause it for now. He deserves to be pleasured, right? Because he's also a man. With his son. With his son. And don't forget, of course, as a father, so you're encouraging the son to have his father cheat on his mother with you because, well, he deserves to be pleasured. And you, what are you, the object of pleasure? And the weird, insane thing is that this woman was a wife. Let that sink in. She was a wife. And yeah, I know she looks older. She looks like she's 40, but she's only 25. What? Hey, God. She's only 25, so basically I'm older than her. She looks older, and she has been married before. And the fact that the husband couldn't take it, the husband was okay with it at first. I know, Bella, this is crazy. I know. Hi, Bella. It's great to have you here. Yeah. eh, How is this even possible? That she was a whole wife, and I don't know what exactly happened in her marriage. If it's this is something from her marriage or something, you never know. But it's so insane. This is what somebody said. Gross. What is she making woman look like? This isn't a woman. Yeah, this isn't a woman. Because nah, it can't be normal. No matter what you've been through, this is not normal. And I really do pray that she seeks deliverance. And whatever is worrying her, there's nothing that God cannot do. And even her, for instance, that has done 1,000 men, or Lily Phillips that has done 100 men, there's nothing God cannot do. And if you've been that woman, guys, come to Jesus now. He will cleanse you from inside out. You will be totally transformed. Seriously, with the renewing of your mind will be renewed because hi. She thought this was pre-recorded. Oh, hi Bella. This is my sister, guys. So make sure you go and subscribe to her. Yeah, God will totally transform you. You will not have to be that same person no more. So, Bonnie Blue, if you're watching this, remember there's nobody that God cannot change. God loves you even when you are doing this. But it's your time to repent from that sin because not only are you doing it to yourself, you are leading men into a better end. This is what Ecclesiastes 7 verse 26 said. And Solomon, the wisest man on earth, wrote Ecclesiastes. Thank you, sis. I find more bitter than death, the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, and whose hands are chains. She's a snare, so she's leading men into destruction. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. And let's see the man who pleases God and how he is able to escape her. And when we continue watching, you'll see other men that was able to easily be grasped by her. And that's what Ecclesiastes is saying. Like I was so proud of this guy. Like such a young boy. Let's watch it.
I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from?
The, huh?
The Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm working myself, man.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
You see, like this is sexual harassment. Not only did he say no, she's still going. You see, and that's what the verse says, that the man who pleases God will escape her. But then the sinner, the men who want to be in this kind of situation, the men who give in to their lust, and that's why lust is a sin, right? Even if you look at a woman with lust, it's committing adultery. So flee away from any such temptation, so you don't get into this kind of predicament with her, because she may spend 2 minutes with you, but you know the lifetime hurt it would cause you, the lifetime pain it will cause you. You may not see it, but it's there, and you will also be causing that same thing. Because, like I said, sex is spiritual, it's mental, it's emotional. It's the same thing to the other woman that you end up sleeping with. So, guys, it's not worth it. Those 2 minutes are not worth it. When she kept saying 2 minutes, I'm like, people are literally ruining their life for 2 minutes of pleasure. 2 minutes. James 1:14 says, but each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire is conceived, it gives birth to sin. When it is full grown, sin gives birth to death. And that's why the wages of sin is death. Because following this woman and doing all these things, it's just leading you to death. Physical death if you get STDs, spiritual death. Because this woman, there's there's a lot of things wrong with her. You can see there's demons. Because this is not normal. And people were saying it too. noisy. I'm impressed with that Five Guys worker. I am a Christian man. It's a good example for us all. There's hope in this world. Yeah, it's demonic. It's not. It seems so, Bella. It's demonic. Yes, it's real. It's real. Kaylee, she's up for 1,057 men in 12 hours. So 30 seconds per man. 30, like no breaks, nothing. Hey God. Like, wow, what has the world come to? It's so insane and it's so disgusting that they don't see it and they were even clapping for her. And this is what somebody else said. Even people who are not Christians, right? People who are not Christians love this answer. Love this answer. I'm a Christian man and I'm waiting for marriage. Perfect rebuttal. But even when he said that, she still was like pushing, right? So guys, careful, careful. Proverbs 7 verse 6 says to 27 says, with persuasive words she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once he followed her like an ox going into slaughter. Her house is like a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. This is exactly who this woman is. Persuasive words, smooth talk. But then he did not know that he was about to be slaughtered. He might physically not say it, but that's what is happening. Let's continue watching. So the worst part is that I thought that she was an American, but no, in the UK. And she went to Nottingham Trent Uni because her whole thing is going for barely legal guys. So guys who just turned 18. It's so disgusting to me. And she's going there with a signboard telling them that they should come and sleep with her. And let her film it. But anyway, she got on the news and they were talking to her about it.
Your mum that helped make the sign. So
Yes.
you've created, there we are, there's your mum. You've created a family business.
Yes.
And you're kind of, I suppose, do you look after your family? Do you take them on nice holidays?
100%, yeah, like, it's changed my life and it's changed my family's life for the better. And I want to, you know, if I'm having a good day, I want them to have a good day.
You've got...
Lots of women will be very understanding of the double standards there are with men and women, how a man's value increases with sex and a woman's value decreases. And I think there will be lots of us that are fully supportive of sexual liberation. I think the issue that people have with you specifically is the fact that you use terms like barely legal. You say that you're babysitting for kids, I think is a word.
No, I've never used babysitting.
Sorry, babysitting for adults. You did in a podcast with Lottie Moss.
But it's like the barely legal, that's what the media gave me. And the media like to penalise
But you also
women.
now use that terminology. You also say that you're educating, but I'm wondering who are you educating? Because a lot of your audience, especially on TikTok, are teenagers. And we live in a society where the likes of Andrew Tate are on the rise, the likes of incel culture are on the rise. There's a real fear, not only for our daughters, but also for our sons. And when you say you're educating, what kind of messaging are you putting out there? Because also I've heard you use, say phrases such as women are lazy, if they're not going to give sex to their husbands, then those husbands, dads and barely legal teenagers have a right. Women are not the sexual property of men and women don't exist to pleasure men. And I never hear you talk about female pleasure
because
and how important
like
it is to be respectful.
As promised, I'm outside.
Okay, let's pause it for now. So you heard what she said. So she doesn't take accountability. She thinks what she's doing is right. She thinks she's educating people. She's educating the younger ones that you can have freedom in your sexual ability, and women are lazy. She calls married women lazy, so that's why she's going to do it with their husbands. And she doesn't think it's cheating because there's no emotional ties. Hey, I'm like, wow, there's no shame, there's no regret. But then even though she has this kind of demeanor, right? Even though I believe that she's not there, like I really believe she's dissociated a lot because her eyes, like there's nothing there. But then imagine the long-term emotional distress this will cause her. That feeling of emptiness, that's why she looks like that. You may have all the money in the world, but what's the use if you end up feeling empty? If the money is just like cold and hard and it means nothing. And that's what Nala Ray said. I made a live on Nala Ray. So guys, make sure you watch it after this live. But Nala Ray was talking about she has so many Birkin bags and all these kind of things, but they are just cold and they're just hard and they can't comfort her, they can't provide her love. She was also a very top OnlyFans creator. And she was a pastor's daughter, But then she left all that, and then she was so popular. This girl was so popular. So when I saw that she has come back to Christ, I was like, oh my God, there's nothing God cannot do. Yeah, and I pray the same for this woman, Bonnie Blue, and Lily Phillips, who did 100 men in a day, and she also wants to do 1,000 men. But then this one that is a friend, one up her. So I guess that's why you shouldn't be telling your friends things before you do things. Because Lily Phillips wanted to do this 1,000 men yesterday, basically. But now her friend Bonnie Blue beat her to it. So I guess I don't know if Lily Phillips is going to do it or not. But that may be God protecting Lily Phillips. Because you see in one of the clips that even though these two are doing the same thing, Lily Phillips seems to have a bit more humanity. You know, she seems to like be more shameful of what she's doing. She's not as disconnected as Bonnie Blue is. But let's continue. When she was trying to fish out these university students in Nottingham Trent University, I went to Uni of Nottingham. Nottingham Trent, oh my gosh, it's hit so close to home. So I could have literally seen her in uni. I could have seen her. Let's listen to her.
Nottingham Trent University, as I said a word, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds. And you can go for as many rounds as you want. You can finish wherever you want. And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. And let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
Oh, you're going to make us finish.
Wow, wait, guys. Wow. So she's there to celebrate with the guys getting into uni. Yeah, this is celebration party, welcome party to sleep with her. This is a mad. Like I know, but like sure I could have seen her. I could have seen her because I was going to the Nottingham Trent campus a lot. So that's why it's so sickening. Like what? And so many people were saying all sort of things, but this is what somebody else said. Bonnie did this to one up Lily Phillips. Lily was initially going to sleep with 1,000 men. Yeah, it's so sad. But Bonnie piped her at the post. Imagine competing with someone for something like this. It makes my skin crawl. I don't know how they're physically or mentally able to do this. I'd rather be celibate for the rest of my life. But that's just me. Yeah, me too. For me, even if you force me to do this, I can't. For me to do this, then I'll just be celibate, a virgin, whatever, for the rest of my life. Instead of to give myself to 1,000 men. And they are willingly doing it when girls are being trafficked. So they're making girls who are being trafficked without wanting to have sex with all these men. It makes it seem like a joke. So this is her and Lily Phillips, right? When they were doing it. And you'll see, look at Lily Phillips. Lily Phillips is on this side. And this is the Bonnie Blue. Look at their faces and you'll see their demeanor. How Lily Phillips seems a bit more human and she seems a bit more shameful. Let's see. You see, look at Lily Phillips' face. Look. See her face. You see, she's like, I'm not sure because what they were about to do was invite all these guys into their house, 30 men, to do them together. It's just a thing they do and they post it on OnlyFans. So OnlyFans has become like a porn site now. So yeah. But Lily Felix was like, I'm not sure about this. But she, come in. Yeah. You see, look at Lily Felix.
But say you like you're struggling with it. So do you want to spend 2 minutes with me alone or double it and pass it to the next person?
Yeah, just go. Of course we do.
And what are you going to do in that 2 minutes?
You'll see upstairs.
Come on then, boys. Did you boys have fun?
Yes, of course we had fun.
Yeah?
Really much fun.
So in the end, she said, will you do it again? She said yes. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Lily Phillips. You see Lily Phillips, she looked a bit more hesitant compared to the Bonnie Blue. So I think the Bonnie Blue, she has a bit of a sexual addiction too, in addition to everything that is going on. But Lily Phillips, I think that God was protecting her, and that's why this woman won up her basically. So I pray she doesn't do the 1,000. But Lily Phillips also brought her own, and I don't want to talk about it because it's so disgusting. So disgusting. So when she saw that Bonnie Blue did the 1,000, Lily Phillips also wanted to one up her. So do you know what she did? She went on a walk with men. Yeah, yeah. It's just disgusting. And weird. Yeah. So that people will see her with her face like that, and yeah. it's so shameful. First Corinthians 6:19 says that do you not know that your bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. So treat yourself as such. Where's my crown? And that's why I always say we are in our queen treatment era. And in order for you to be treated like a queen by somebody, you have to treat yourself like the queen God says you are. And this is not it. Like, what? Oh my gosh. You can tell they have low self-worth. They don't see any value in themselves. If you value yourself, you'll never be able to do this. How? Like, how can you do this? Because you know that your body is precious. You know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made by God. So you're never, ever able to do this. Let me show you the aftermath of when all this happened. This is what happened to her legs. She had bruises everywhere on her legs. And of course, she won't show us everything that happened, right? Because she wants to put on this persona that, oh, it's all nice, it's all fun, it's all dandy, without actually saying actually what is happening with her. What's truly happening with her, guys? Spiritually, what's happening with these guys that they would want to do something like this? Guys, where is the self-esteem? Where is the self-respect that you are watching? Like, basically, what they had to do is because it was not enough time, right? And so many men, so they were in the line and they were watching each other take turns with her, and then you to be your turn, and then you stand there and watch her, and then take turns with her. Like, they're just in a queue watching each other. How desperate must you be, guys, to do this with such a woman? It's so sickening, guys. Like, flee away from these kind of temptation. And I know temptation, if you just flee away with your flesh, it's not going to be easy. And that's why now is the time to seek God. Because this world is going crazy. When you have women like this parading themselves for free on their OnlyFans. Hey, at first it's like when somebody puts your nudes out there, it's seen as this big thing. But now people are parading their nudes out there for free in order to gain some kind of attention, validation on their OnlyFans and money, of course. She's making 600,000 a month doing this. Yes. And we have Sophie Rain, who claims to also be a Christian. And guys, I want to do a video on Sophie Rain and the Bob House. So please put it down in the comments below if you want to see that. She claims to be a virgin and a Christian, yet she made $43 million last year on OnlyFans. And you know, $43 million, it means $4 million a month. She's making $4 million a month. People don't even make that their whole lives. But this girl is making $4 million a month. And she claims she's Christian. Yes, she's a virgin. But is that okay? So because you're a virgin, right? Because maybe she is not doing it like Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips. She's not sleeping with men. But she's doing other things on OnlyFans, showing her private parts and everything in order to gain that kind of money. So what do you think, guys? Is it okay to just maybe you are playing with yourself or showing your body parts on OnlyFans, but you're not doing anything with any man, so you are preserving your virginity? Is that okay as a Christian? Please put it down in the comments below. You know what I think? Because it's lust. And lust is the same as adultery to God. Because you are inciting lust in other people and inciting lust in yourself to be doing that, right? But you put it down in the comments below if you think what Sophie Rain is doing. Yeah. No, but that's like, no. Showing everything of yours, everything that belongs to God and your husband, but showing it to online. You are a temple, yet you are degrading yourself like this. And this is what Proverbs 6 verse 24 says, and it relates so much to this situation. Keep away from your neighbor's wife, from the smooth talk of a wayward woman. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. That's what she was doing with these men. And I want to play it again. Yeah, Bella, it's the same. It's literally the same. Like, what's the difference? So,
As promised, I'm outside Nottingham-Trent University, as I said a word, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds. And you can go for as many rounds as you want. You can finish wherever you want. And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. And let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
for a prostitute can be had with a loaf of bread. And that's what she is now. Even prostitutes will laugh because even they will not even going to this level. And at least they are charging the men. But this one, you are begging men to do it for you with you. For a prostitute can be had for a loaf of bread, so the price of a loaf of bread. But another man's wife preys on your very life. Yes, another man's wife. Basically, hey, that's who she is because she's actually married. They are in their divorce proceedings or whatsoever, but she's actually married. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? No. And that's what you're doing, toying around it with this kind of woman. Scooping fire into your lap and expecting that you will have 2 minutes of pleasure and avoid being burned. But you're being burned spiritually, physically. When you sleep with such a woman like this, that's when you see everything in your life going wayward. Because you're inviting demons into your life, monetary spirits into your life. The spiritual realm is real, guys. So be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you toy around with. Don't let that 2 minutes of pleasure cost you a lifetime of pain. And that's what is going to happen in this situation. But I pray for all these men that these kind of things with this woman, that they come to God and to repent because God loves you. And nobody is too far gone for God to use and to help. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you subscribe so you can watch out for the video on Sophie Rain and the Bob House. Bye. Bye, Bella. Oh, thank you. OG Royal Babe, thank you for being here. Bye-bye.